I'm joined by Mike Triffitt and Paul Finnigen to have a look at what's arguably been the most fascinating league all season, League Two. Chesterfield snatched the title from Rochdale and Scunthorpe, and that leaves Fleetwood, Burton, York and Southend to fight for a spot in League One next season. And Mike, the Cod Army, touted as potential title favourites all season, 2-1 favourites to go by the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, me and Paul both fancied Fleetwood at the beginning. We backed them each way and they finished fourth, as per usual, our anti-post bets. But yeah, they are worthy favourites just because they obviously just missed out on the title. But incredibly, only 5 points separated these four clubs, so you couldn't have it any tighter. We make Fleetwood 2-1 favourites, it's 3-1 the other three.
They were just like a frustrating team this year, really, Fleetwood, weren't they? They just,
Somebody's backed them as well.
Yeah, they're always threatened to be the best team in the league, but they were just a little bit too inconsistent. They've been playing well at the latter stages of the season, haven't they? Like you say, the favourites chance again, haven't they?
But as you said, they've thrown in some absolute howlers all year, getting battered at Exeter, losing, especially in the bigger games when the defence is very susceptible, especially against the York attack that is in very good form at present.
The thing with, obviously, Fleetwood play my team York in the semi-final. It's 4-6 Fleetwood, 11-10 York. But I mean, York were unbeaten in 17, 10 clean sheets out of the last 11. So arguably the form team coming into the playoffs. And if you'd taken the second half of the season, we'd have won the title. So
they should be favourites, then, surely, Mike. 3-1 York for this is there.
As you say, on current form, we would be favourites, but over the whole season, I can see why Fleetwood are favourites. And they have got a strong squad, Fleetwood, but it's whether they can actually do it on the pitch for a change.
And Fleetwood will have the benefit of home advantage in the second leg.
I mean, whether that will be any better. I mean, we've had some great performances on the road. I think the lower you go, it's almost like negates it, the home advantage for me, to be honest. So,
and so they'll take a big crowd, won't they?
They'll take as many as they can get in. But I mean, when you look at the York team, I mean, goal scoring, to be honest, has been a little bit of a problem because we tend to win 1-0 all the time. But
not a problem if you win, sure.
But the defence, I mean, Nick Pope, the goalie, he's on loan from Charlton. The two guys at centre half, Keith Lowe and John McComb, Cheltenham and Mansfield, didn't want them at Christmas, so we took them off their hands. And it's just been an incredible turnaround. We were second bottom at Christmas. And as I say, looking at relegation and ended up sort of with a great shout of the playoff.
You know, 3-1
promotion now.
I'm guessing, Paul, you're nodding along there. What about the other semi-final, Burton Albion against Southend? Southend won 1-0 in a dress rehearsal of the semi-final at the weekend, but Burton played much on the strength side.
Yeah, I mean, I think they've overachieved a little bit this year, Burton. We didn't expect them to do so well. 1 win in the last 5 now. I can't have Burton at all, to be honest.
You can't have Billy Key, Adam McGurk, they've got this lad on loan from Wolves, Ellie Ismail. He's supposed to be the League Two version of Naki Wells, so I'm led to believe.
Yeah, well, maybe so.
I mean, favourites to edge it?
I think Southend, they were heavily supported to finish bottom and be relegated actually in the season. So again, they've probably overachieved. There's nothing much between these two. If anything, Southend are the bigger club, they've got a bigger fan base. It could be rocking at Roots Hall if they need to.
Rocking at Roots Hall?
I mean, I would probably take Southend just because they're a bigger club.
But Southend, if they did get to the final, if they did get to Wembley, you'd fancy them instrument to prevail.
I mean, obviously they've got the potential to take maybe 30,000 fans to Wembley Southend, so you know we'd be sort of heavily outnumbered.
But you'd be there, I presume, with brothers.
Hopefully, yeah. It'd be nice to be at Wembley again. But I think York, even though I'm being a bit biased, I think at 3-1 it's a value prize because we are the form team. As long as we can maintain the great defence that we've shown over the last 17 games.
Paul, you seem to agree.
I'd be surprised if the winning didn't come from the Fleetwood and York tie. And with York being 3-1 and Fleetwood 2-1, I'll go with York because I don't think there's much between them.
And Paul, you two have agreed on everything now. QPR, Peterborough, and the Minstermen, and we've got a nice best bit bundle.
Yeah, we've put an enhanced treble on the site. I think he paid around 55-1 with us for those 3, so we've put it up to 70-1. Sorry.
70-1.
Fill your boots.
This pays for your World Cup bets. So it's QPR, it's Peterborough, and it's York for these two.
70-1.
70-1 enhanced treble, fill your boots. And for all the latest odds and more, go to BetVictor.com. Cheers.